Morning everybody. Hi, welcome to class. Welcome to Tuesday morning's class. We're going to be looking at yoga for joint health and for mobility. So if any of you are out there that you want to click in and join in, I'll give you 5 minutes or so before we get started, just to get yourself into class and get yourself settled. And I'll give you a couple of minutes to settle and talk to you a little bit about what we're going to do today. So welcome Angie, nice to see you today. Glad you could join me. Lovely. Anybody else? If anyone else wants to say hello, you're very welcome to. Jeanette. Hi Jeanette, how are you? Hi Melissa. Good morning. Good morning. Morning. Lovely to see you all. Fabulous. So today we're going to really focus on yoga for joint health. A few people have actually said to me about joint health, and actually it's something I'm struggling with a little bit at the moment too. I get morning Jacqueline, lovely to see you and have you here. I tend to get quite swollen joints from hay fever, and in the past I've had joint pain a lot from the menopause. So and it can be very debilitating when you get this joint pain and this inflammation. So I thought today's would be, hi Pat, lovely to see you. Today's class would be good to really focus on a little bit more joint health. I mean, yoga in total, you know, if you do a couple of yoga practices a week, you're going to find that helps with your joint health full stop, and it will reduce pain. In fact, I've got a couple of things to talk about actually. So a study of about 16 women who did yoga 3 times a week for 10 weeks, they found a really big increase in their pain, a big decrease in their pain levels and an increase in their mobility. So it's all about that kind of continuity of practice, keeping things moving, and the more we do it, the better we're going to feel. So thank you Jacqueline. We are going to have some props this morning, so I'll tell you what you need. If you do have a block, then we're going to use a block. Good morning Anne. But again, don't worry if you don't. You can always improvise with a cushion off the sofa or a rolled up towel or a blanket. You can kind of roll that up and put it underneath. So morning Rachel. And Joe. Hi Joe, how are you this morning? So prop wise, we'll be using the blocks if you've got them, or something instead of, or of course you can go without them. You don't have to use the block. Also, to take underneath the knees for part of this practice, if you get yourselves a blanket or a towel and roll it up like so, and you can just pop it underneath. Oh, you're in your pajamas again, I love it. Have you come out of your pajamas yet, Rachel? Lovely. So you can take a blanket or a towel and just kind of pop it underneath the knees. And that's going to help just to take the pressure off if you've got anything going on with your knees. We won't be using straps this morning, but also if you've got 1 or 2 blocks, you can bring both of them into practice today. So let's keep our fingers crossed, Sarah. Hi Trish, hi Jill, lovely to see you all. So if you've got the thinner blocks, you might want to use that for underneath the back. If you've got one of those thicker blocks, we will be using it a little bit underneath the hips as well. So if you've got the thicker one, you can use it under the hips too. But you know what, improvise with what you've got. We're all kind of, you know, just working with whatever we have. So we don't need any straps. A blanket rolled up to go under the knees if that feels good for you, and a block or a cushion that you can use under the back or underneath the hips. Lovely. So yoga for joint pain. So different causes of joint pain. There's a number of different things that can cause your joint pain. And first and foremost, really, before you start doing a yoga practice and things like that, it's always worth checking out. So any of you who haven't, and you're suffering a lot with joint pain, you know, make sure that you're seeing your GP or talking to your GP about it. You know, because there's so many different things that can cause joint pain. So there's obviously the inflammatory diseases, rheumatoid arthritis, also osteoarthritis, and also a lot of the autoimmune system problems. So people who suffer sometimes with ME or fibromyalgia, etc., they suffer a lot with joint pain and inflammation as well. Also, general arthritis or psoriatic arthritis can cause a lot of joint pain. and the menopause. But also, as in my case at the moment, I find that allergies, once all the pollen comes out, I've got a big cherry tree out the front, and as soon as that comes out, I start to get a bit of inflammation through my fingers and in my ankles particularly. So, you know, this is something that can be caused by lots and lots of different things, so it's always worth checking it out with the doctor. With your GP, etc., before you do anything for it. But what we can do in yoga is we can work on a regular basis just to help reduce that inflammation and reduce that pain. And a lot of the work that we do helps to keep all the bodily fluids moving, helps to send a lot of uric acid and things like that around the body so it doesn't get collected in lots of places. So it's a really useful thing to take up a gentle yoga practice. But I will say, always work within your range of movement. So never work through pain. So the minute you feel any pain in any poses at all, that's your body's message to say, no, I don't want to, I'm not going to carry on any further with that. So no matter what I'm doing on the screen, if anything doesn't feel right for you, please take a rest and make sure you look after your body. It's really, really important, okay? So joint pain and mobility, it can cause quite a lot of issues for people, but there have been a lot of studies done that have shown that yoga and various other things help to reduce this inflammation and this pain. The other thing that I work with, being an aromatherapy massage therapist, is oils. So I find personally that a lot of oils are very useful. So get yourself to see somebody again, or do a lot of research before you start working with this. But personally, my oils of choice for any joint pain or swelling or anything like that is eucalyptus, which reduces inflammation and has been proven to sort of reduce swelling and pain. It's got analgesic properties. And lavender, and they're both very gentle oils that you can use. You want to always dilute them into a carrier oil, so take some coconut oil, a couple of drops in, 20 mils or 50 mils of coconut oil, massage it into your knees and your joints when you come out of the shower. And just the action of massage is going to be helpful as well. So even if you're just using a carrier oil, that's going to be useful too. So other oils that I like to use for joint pain are frankincense, rosemary, juniper and ylang ylang, and they're all very good for reducing that kind of inflammation and helping with swelling. So again, anyone gets stuck with that, you can always message me and I can give you some recipes, etc. So massaging into the joints is useful, and in the same vein, when you come to doing a yoga practice, also that's going to help you as well, because it's another form of massage in a way. A lot of the work that we do on the floor is about that massage. So morning Tracy, lovely to see you. So I'll stop talking, otherwise I can go on all day talking about joint pain and mobility. And we're going to come onto our mats and we're going to lay down on our backs to begin with. Those of you who were here at the beginning, bring your rolled up blanket or your rolled up towel if you've got one handy, and pop it underneath your knees and lay down on your mat. I want you to just find a really nice place to relax for a moment with the knees being supported if you've got one, but don't worry if you haven't. You can still do everything without the props. It's not, it's not completely necessary that you've got all the props. So welcome to class everybody, and we're going to move over onto the mat now. Lovely. So, okay, so coming down onto the floor, first thing I want you to do is just relax your body. So allow the body to feel nice and soft. Just let everything soften down into your mat. Okay, so again, don't worry if you haven't got anything to support the knees, that's okay. We're just going to bring ourselves down and take those hands a few inches away from the body. So allow the palms to face upwards. This will give you a nice feeling through the shoulders of opening. Those of you that want to, you can use your blocks, pop them underneath your chest if that feels good for you. So that's my regular students who are used to laying over the block or brick. Feel free to just take that block under the chest and relax back, and this helps to just gently open into the collarbones. But of course you're fine to go without, you don't have to use that if you don't want to. Lovely, so let's take a nice big cleansing breath in. Breathe in deeply, slowly filling the lungs, and then a lovely long slow breath out. Breathe in deeply again. And breathing out. Just letting everything go. One more cleansing breath in. So draw that breath slowly and steadily into the lungs. And then release. You can let it go through the mouth if that feels good for you. Excuse me. And we're just going to let all of those muscles switch off now. Just let them release down to the floor. And draw a line under our week so far. So anything that we don't need to carry forwards with us into the future, we can just leave behind. Starting each day with a nice clean sheet. Stay connected with your breathing, and every time you breathe in, I want you to breathe in strength and positivity. And then as you breathe out, just let go of any negativity, any ill health, any frustration, anything that you don't want. Breathing in again. Maybe some strength and vitality this time as you breathe in. And breathing out any illness and any frustrations. Again, just breathing in, staying connected with that breathing, allowing the body to settle. And just notice how your body feels at the beginning of class. Excuse me. Beautiful. We're going to take a breath in here and just nice and gently begin to bring those legs a little bit closer together. You've still got the support just gently behind the knees if that feels good for you. We're going to breathe in, gently point the toes away towards the wall. Find a connection into your legs. So I want you to think about squeezing into the calf muscles, but I also want you to think about engaging into the inner thigh. Lovely. Breathing in. And then as you breathe out, press into the heels and allow the toes to turn up towards the ceiling. Lovely. Again, feel that tightness through the back of the calves. And notice the feeling in the inner thigh. So again, a little bit of engagement there. Beautiful. And then pointing the toes again as we inhale. And flexing as we exhale. Really nice. Pointing those toes and flexing. And then one more, a nice gentle point through the toes and exhale, gently flex. We're going to breathe in, take those arms overhead. A lovely reach overhead. Now remember, any of you working with shoulder injuries or you've had surgery or anything going on, take those arms out to the side if that feels better for you. Or even keep them down by your side. But if you want to explore this stretch, just reach overhead and find some length through the arms. Tuck your chin in, draw your shoulders away from your ears. You can point the toes here, take a lovely stretch through the whole of the body. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel that extension through the belly. One more breath in here. Exhale, draw the arms all the way down. So we're going to just step those feet up. You can slide your towel or whatever you've got underneath you just away to one side. And bring the feet nice and close towards the bottom. See if you can touch the back of your heels. Beautiful. Taking a breath in here, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together and just gently allow those knees to part, coming into our supine bound angle. So every session that I teach, or if we start from laying down, I always bring us into this opening session where we have a lovely stretch and we come into Supta Baddha Konasana, or bound angle pose. And we want to basically bring the soles of the feet together as much as we can. See if you can find every individual toe pressing. Really nice. Allow gravity to just draw those knees down so that you feel a lovely opening through the hip flexors, and also you feel a nice pull into the inner thighs. Beautiful. If you're over the block, you'll feel a little bit of an increased lift through the chest. We're going to breathe in, slowly take those arms overhead, again if it feels good for you. Reaching into the fingertips, just lengthening into your torso, breathing in enjoy the stretch, full body connection. Breathe in and breathe out. Lovely. If you want to intensify, you can press the soles of the feet a little bit firmer, a little bit harder together. We're going to take a breath in, bring the hands together and draw them all the way down to your heart center. I want you to begin to press the palms of the hands together and the soles of the feet. So we're really sealing the posture. Breath in and breath out. Lovely. And spend a moment here with your Sankalpa. So any mantra or positive affirmation that you use. It might be I am pain-free and flexible. Whatever you want to use yourself. You know, just make sure that it's something positive and that you can just roll it around in your mind for a moment. Visualizing how your life would feel if you were pain-free, or visualizing how it would feel if you were more flexible. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath in here. And then as we exhale, just release those hands all the way down. And we're going to draw the knees back up to the center. Lovely. Press the palms of the hands down and press the soles of the feet down into your mat. Lovely. Take a breath in here. And then as you exhale, gently rolling over to one side if you've got the block underneath your chest. So any of my regular students who are using the block underneath, you can remove those. And then bring yourself back down onto your back and just feel the back spreading out onto the floor, spreading onto the mat. Beautiful. Now if you've got your block, keep it handy. You might want a deeper one if you need a little bit more of a stretch, or you might be fine with this, or you may just have a cushion, that's okay. Equally, you don't have to have a block to use these stretches, so don't worry if you don't have one with you today. If you do, we're going to slide that block just gently underneath the hips. If you don't, just keep your tailbone down onto the floor. Beautiful. Lovely. If you're on the block, begin to walk your shoulders gently together. Feel that lovely opening through your collarbones and tuck your chin in a fraction. We're going to take a breath in here and nice and gently just pick up your right knee and draw it in a little bit towards your chest. So not all the way. You want to keep that nice flat back down. Lovely. We're going to just do a couple of nice movements here where we just almost cycle. So it's a bit like we're riding a bike here, just circling the foot, finding that full range of movement. So pointing the toe and lengthening the leg out and then drawing it in. And we're going to do this about 5 or 6 times just to ease into the knee, into the hip. And I want you to work nice and softly here. Okay, so really find what's going on through your hips. Contract into the muscles of the leg as you're working. I'm going to do a couple more on this side. Really nice. Find that lovely full length. Okay, one more time. And then allow that right foot to just come back down onto the floor. Lovely. So level up your hips again. Take a breath in. We're going to draw that left knee in this time, or the other leg. Don't worry if you were on the other leg before, as long as you do both legs. Take a breath in here. And as we exhale, we're going to begin this lovely circular motion. So reach away with your leg, pointing the toe. Find a full range of movement here. Squeeze the muscles of the legs, draw the belly in. Really engage into your inner thigh as well. So notice what's going on through the legs. Beautiful. You're pressing down with this right foot as well. So you're giving yourself some nice balance here. So really nice and softly, just working your way around, easing into it. Nice work for the hips and the hip flexors, but also a little bit of work into the knees for any of you suffering with knees. Beautiful. And we're going to do one more here and allow that knee to come all the way down. Take a breath in, level the hips again. As we exhale, we're going to draw that right knee in and then send that leg all the way up towards the ceiling. Now, you might find your leg wants to be here, so you might be a bit lower down, or you might find you can straighten the leg a bit higher up. So we're not locking the knees, but we're finding a straightness and we're contracting into the muscles of that knee. Beautiful. Press into your heel. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lower the leg all the way down. Beautiful. So allow that leg to come down. If you're over a block, you'll feel a little bit of an increased stretch through the hip muscle here. Take a breath in, your left arm reaches away, so it's the alternative arm from the leg. Breath in here, exhale, point the toe, point the fingers, find a lovely opening through the body. But we're working softly, we're not struggling, okay? One more big breath in here, exhale, bring the hand down and slide your foot back. Really nice. Breath in, just level the hips again, make sure you feel nice and connected into your block. Take a breath in. We're going to draw this time, that left knee is going to come slightly in towards you. Flex the foot, send the foot all the way up and feel a lovely stretch through the back of the leg. So again, no locking with the knees, and just draw that leg a little bit closer. Again, still pressing down into that right foot. Beautiful. Breathe in and breathe out. Lovely. One more breath in here. And then as we exhale, press into your heel and lengthen the leg away as you lower it down, nice and straight. Take the back of the heel down to the floor, and then take a breath in, and the opposite arm reaches away. Beautiful. Try and stay nice and balanced through the hips and through the shoulders if you can. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, you can point that toe and reach away with the arms and find a beautiful opening up stretch through the whole of the body. Really nice work into the belly a little bit. Feeling an increased stretch just gently into the hip. Beautiful. One more breath in, and as we exhale, just bringing that arm down and pick up the foot, bring it back to the floor. Lovely. Okay, we're going to take both of our legs up, so just before we do, make sure you're open through the collarbone and you're drawing your shoulder blades together at the back, arms firmly planted down into the mat, spread through the hands, so feel really connected. So make sure you feel balanced on your block, pick up your feet. And again, if you haven't got the block, you're just lifting the legs up into the air. Beautiful. Breath in here, draw your belly in, engage into your thigh muscles, flex the feet, and then take those feet all the way up. Lovely. So really nice work into the legs. Just notice how they feel. Notice any tightness through the back of the legs. Notice if it feels quite a relief. If you are on the block, you find that that kind of lifts the hips up a little bit more and can help you to bring those legs just a fraction further towards you. Really nice. Breathe in and breathe out. So we're shaking everything up again. You know, when we come upside down or when we do inversions, what we do is we change the venous blood flow. So we're sending any kind of fluid or blood that collects at the ankles, you know, that releases down into the legs. We're realigning the pelvis and also at the same time activating into our immune system and helping a little bit with digestive system as well. So there's a lot of things that happen when we come into legs up the wall pose. Breathe in and breathe out. One more breath in. So I want you to just release the knees a little bit, and then we're going to take some nice rotations into the ankles. So sending the feet maybe in the same direction to start with. You can have a bit of fun with this. Do whatever you want here really, but just get those ankles moving. You'll feel tightness there. And then take it back in the other direction if you want to. Lovely. You can work them independently and you can give them a little shake. So maybe give them a shake, get a bit of movement through those feet. Really nice. If you want to, you can take those legs nice and wide apart too. Lovely. Feel that really lovely connection into your inner thighs. Nice. Breath in. You can support the legs with the hands if that feels better for you. And we're going to take those legs all the way back up, draw them in towards the waist, and softly take those feet back down to the floor. Take a breath in, pick up your hips, and gently roll or slide your block away from you. Breath in here as we exhale, release the spine all the way down. Lovely. So just tucking your chin in for a moment, see if you can touch the back of your heels. The feet should be a couple of inches or so apart so that you feel nice and supported as you press up with the hips. We're going to take a couple of rolling bridges just to wake up the spine a little bit this morning as well. So breath in here. As we exhale, draw your belly in. Begin to lift the hips away from the mat and take a lovely kind of movement up through the spine, all the way up to the top of the back. Breath in when you reach the top, and then exhale, slowly lowering down vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down. Keep your head nice and central. Beautiful. And keep your hips balanced. Breath in as you get to the bottom. As you exhale, roll yourself away from your mat. We're pressing firmly into the hands and feet, and we're connected into the belly, the thighs, and even the bottom, if that helps your lower back. Beautiful. Breath in here and exhale. Release and slowly lower the back all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae, until you reach the floor. Breath in again and exhale. Begin to lift all the way up. Nice. Try and make it a nice soft movement now. Match the movement with your breath. So breath in at the top and then exhaling all the way down as you pour yourself down onto your mat. Really nice. Breath in again and exhale, lifting the hips. We come all the way back up. Beautiful. One more breath in at the top here and then exhale, lowering yourself down. Should feel as if you're warming up that spine a little bit more than it was before. Hug the knees in towards your chest. Take a nice gentle rock from side to side and gently circle into the lower back. So begin to just draw those circles, hands on the knees. Really ease into your lower back. Find a really nice place of massage there and then take it back in the other direction. Beautiful. Breathing in and breathing out. Really nice. Lovely. One more breath in here. Exhale, and without the block this time, just taking those legs up. I want you to take your hands to your right knee. Little bit of a massage into the right knee. Bend that right knee and engage firmly into the thigh and into the leg of the left. Really nice. So really holding tightly there with the other leg, but at the same time, gentle massage in and around that right knee. Beautiful. Kind of like moving around anything that might be collecting there. Nice. Take a breath in. We're going to flex the right foot, send that foot all the way up, and then bend your left knee in a fraction. And again, a little bit of massage here. So get your thumbs in and around the knee joint if you can. Soft, gentle movements into it. Really nice. Just helps to dissipate any fluid build-up, any swelling that might be going on there. Breathing in and breathing out. We're really engaging into our core muscles and we're pressing firmly into that right leg. Beautiful. One more breath in and exhale. We're going to just draw those knees in again. Lovely. And pop the feet down onto the floor. Just take a moment here and we're going to come over onto one side, but I want you to stay here for a couple of minutes. So just allow everything to soften down onto your side. Breathing in and breathing out. Really nice. So we're going to gently come over, and we're not going to spend too much time at all on our knees this morning, but what we're going to do is come straight into a nice gentle downward facing dog. So just take the feet down and nice and gently begin to walk those feet a little bit closer in and press into the hands, lifting the hips back. So you may find it easier to just come into it from hands and knees, but you don't have to. You can find a nice easy way to come into your dog. So if it's your first time in downward facing dog, we're really pressing down into the fingers and we draw the hips back as far as we can. Take a nice bend through those knees. Lovely. See if you can get your heels towards the floor. They're not necessarily going to come all the way down, but we work towards getting them down. So take a gentle pedal here. So one heel comes down, the other knee bends, and then the other side. And then just pedal and move through your downward dog, seeing if you can get a little bit of kind of movement going on into the hips, etc. One more breath in here, and we're going to take baby steps to the middle of the mat,
and walk the hands back until we come into our Uttanasana forward fold. Then bend the knees very generously, walk the hands up to your thighs. Okay, and we're going to softly roll ourselves up to standing. Okay, nice. So once you come to standing, I want you to find a lovely mountain pose. So we're sideways on the mat. Lovely. Breathe in and breathe out. I want you to feel this lift through your chest. Breathe in as you lift the chest up, and as you breathe out, find connection into your feet. Press down into the feet and squeeze the muscles of the legs. Again, bring this awareness to the inner thigh connection. Okay, so, and almost drawing your hip points upwards a fraction. So we've got this lovely, it's not that we're tucking the tailbone under, but we're lowering the tailbone. Beautiful. So trying to find this nice upright position. Really nice. Breath in here and breath out. Beautiful. Breath in, keep the eyes closed for a moment, and breath out. Really nice. And then one more time. Beautiful. We're going to take a moment here just to gently open the eyes if we had them open, and then send those arms just behind for a moment and clasp them behind you. So draw the arms down, open your collarbones, see if you can lift the chest a little bit higher. Breathe in and breathe out. Lovely. We're going to take a breath in here. As we exhale, we're going to begin to very gently bend the knees and start to bend forward. So folding forwards, allow the nose to come all the way down. The top of the head is pointing down towards the floor, and we're sending the clasped hands up towards the ceiling. Nice big breath in here, and as we exhale, we reverse that, pressing up from the feet though. So press up from your feet, strong through the thighs, and come back to standing. I'm going to bring the arms out for a moment and give yourself a lovely hug. Take the right arm over the left. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel that opening in the shoulders at the back. Lovely. Breathing in again and breathing out. So drawing your belly in, and one more time. Breathe in, and as we exhale, we're going to release the hands. They come behind again, and this time you change the clasp of the hands. So send the other thumb on top and just allow the other fingers to follow. It feels a little bit strange. Feels a bit weird. Lovely. So lift through your chest and lift the hip bones. Beautiful. So we're standing nice and straight and tall. Engage the inner thighs and lower that tailbone a little bit more. Beautiful. One more breath in here, and as we exhale, we're going to begin to fold forward, bending the knees if you need to, and then taking those hands behind. Send the hands up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. So clasp those hands, squeeze the shoulder blades together, maybe bringing the nose towards the knees. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. One more breath in, and we're going to bend those knees a bit more. Gently begin to stand up. So pressing through the soles of the feet, really feel grounded. Coming up, and then bringing those arms back out. This time we're going to take the left arm across the right. Really lovely. So left arm over the right this time, or the other one, whichever one you were working with before. Breathe in and breathe out. Really nice. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. One more breath in here, and then exhaling, we're going to release. Allow those arms to come down. Just shake the arms a little bit, and we're going to come to the middle of the mat. So come to the middle of your mat and just find your mountain pose. Really nice. For a moment. Gently pressing down into all four corners of the feet, lifting the chest, crown of the head is lifted. Send that energy away through the fingertips and draw your shoulders away from your ears. Really nice. Breathing in and breathing out. So we're going to just gently step those feet apart, maybe to about 3 feet or so, and bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, Heart Mudra. So connect with your center of compassion and love. Breathe in. Excuse me, I had a hiccup then. And breathe out. So you might want to just draw those toes in a little bit, step the heels out. So the feet are pointing forwards, nice and parallel. We're going to just take a couple of nice gentle bows forward, just to see what's going on through the joints and through the hips. So take a breath in here, lift all through the spine. As we exhale, nice and gently, just coming forwards for a moment, just a little way, engage the thighs, squeeze the muscles of the legs. Only come to halfway. Breath in here and exhale, we come all the way back up. So a nice gentle fold forward to see what's going on through your back and through your hips. Breath in at the top and exhale. We're going to fold ourselves forwards again. So just a halfway. Really nice. Feel that stretch through the back of the legs. Notice what's happening through the hips. Maybe a little bit of side to side motion just to see what's going on there. Inquiring into your body, just seeing what's going on with it. Draw your belly in, and then the next time you exhale, we're going to come all the way back up again. Beautiful. One more time. Breath in. Pressing those hands really firmly together, so you've got total commitment to all the muscles in your body. Breath in here and exhale. Lengthen through the top of the head and come all the way back down to halfway. Beautiful. So staying here for a moment, if it feels good for you, you can release your hands down to the floor, allow the head to just come forwards and keep drawing your belly in, but see if you can relax the head, neck and shoulders. Feel that stretch through the back of the legs. If it feels better for you, you can heel toe the feet out a little bit further. Find what works for your body. Draw the belly in, stay in connection with your belly. Breathe in and breathe out. Any of you who want to come further down, you're very welcome to. Some of you may even want to bring your heads to the floor. That's okay, you can. Not for me, I'm afraid. But for some of you, you might find that that's within your range. Breathe in and breathe out. So again, a lovely inversion, activating into our immune system, and we're bringing the heart higher than the head, so we're creating this blood, we're increasing this blood flow to the head, which increases circulation in general, helps again just to mix things up around the body. One more breath in here, and we're going to gently heel toe all the way back to around about 3 feet again, where we started. And then bring the hands to the hips and slowly bring yourself up. Now, if you feel a bit dizzy, just fix your gaze somewhere. Breathe in deeply and allow everything to just settle for a moment. Notice the effects on the body of the inversion. Well done, everyone. So it's a slightly slower practice, and although there is a little bit of flowing within it, what we're working to do is to mix up what's going on throughout the system. This helps us to dislodge and move uric acid around the body, which is what we get collections of that cause the arthritis, or that cause, in massage you find those little knots in people's backs. That's often a collection, what we call trigger points. They're little connections of uric acid and waste products that we can then massage away. Well, in yoga we're kind of doing the same thing. Beautiful. Take a breath in here. You might want to open the legs a little bit further forwards. We're going to turn that right foot towards the wall. Now, again, notice what's going on for you here. If you need to shorten your stance at all, then do so. That's okay. We don't have to be full, as wide as we need to be. We can take it nice and slowly and softly today, particularly if we've got anything going on with our knees. So, bringing the hips back to the front, and then I want you to take a couple of nice gentle bends through that front knee, so you know what's going on here before you come down into full pose. Okay, so make sure that the knee is over the toe and that you can still see your toes just beyond the knee. Beautiful. So straightening that leg again, bring the arms softly out to the side, allow your shoulders to relax, lift up through the crown of the head, turn the head gently towards your right fingers and look towards the fingernail in the middle, and then as you exhale, gently bend that knee. Keep it nice and soft if you need to. You can be wider if that suits you. Okay, but remember we're working with joint health today, so it's about treating the body softly. Beautiful. So coming into our Virabhadrasana 2 or Warrior 2, I want you to imagine somebody's taken a hold. There's two people pulling your hands that way, and you're getting a lovely stretch here through the arms, and you're squeezing into all of these muscles of the arms as well. Really nice. Breathe in and breathe out. We're going to take a nice breath in here. As we exhale, turn that front palm over and softly come into your peaceful warrior, allowing the back hand to just touch the back of the leg, or it can wrap around and you can wave at me from the waist if you want to, back of the hand. Lovely. So taking your glance softly up towards the hand, feel a lovely opening through the front right of the body. And again, you can come a little bit lower if that suits you, but I don't want you to struggle. I want you to be able to still be talking if you wanted to, and not having a really big struggle with your breath. Beautiful. Nice and softly into it, really nice. Engage the thigh on the left side. So squeeze into here, beautiful. One more breath in here. Exhale, we're going to come back. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 pose. Breathe deeply in, find a bit more strength through the pose. Breathe out, see if you can come a little bit lower if it's good for you. Make sure you can still see your toes. One more breath in. Lovely. And then as we inhale next time, we're going to bring those arms all the way up. Bring that foot forwards. Beautiful. Exhale, we're going to just come all the way back down to the other side. So turning the left foot now towards the wall. Find this little gentle bend here through the knees. 3 or 4 little bends just to see where you're going. Turning your right foot in. Strengthen through the back of that right leg. We're going to bring the hips all the way back to the front. Find an opening here and an engagement into your thigh. Maybe squeeze the buttock at the back as well. Breath in, lift the arms, soften. Turning the head towards that middle finger on the left side. Big breath in here, and then just bending your knee, finding a nice comfortable place to be in your Virabhadrasana 2 warrior pose. Allow those arms to be reaching away. What do they say in Warrior 2? It's about reaching for the future and leaving the past behind. Breathe in and breathe out. Find some more softness in the shoulder, and that shoulders and a little bit more lift through your chest and through the crown of the head. Gently drawing the belly in. Beautiful. One more breath in here. As we exhale, we're just going to turn that palm over. Inhale up into Peaceful Warrior. So softly bringing that hand up, opening through the left front side of the body. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. One more breath in here and exhale. Come back to your Virabhadrasana 2. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Really nice. One more breath in and straightening that leg. We're just going to come all the way back to the center. Send your toes so that they're pointing towards the corners of your mat. And then I want you to take another little gentle bend into these knees just to see how low down you can go. But again, no pain, no struggle. So if you're up here with me, that's fine. You don't have to be all the way down. You can be up here fairly high, just taking a gentle bend. So let's take it gently from side to side for a moment. Squeeze into the thighs, lengthen through your tailbone. Really nice. Coming to the center. We're going to take a breath in, bring the arms up. Palms together down to your heart center. Breathe in, press the palms of the hands together. Breathe out, gently bending those knees. Nice. Find a softness here. Press into all 4 corners of your feet. Close your eyes for a moment. Draw your belly in and lengthen your tailbone. Strong through those legs. Squeeze into your calf muscles, your thigh muscles, your bottom. Really nice. One more nice big breath in here. And we're going to straighten those legs and release. Now turn those feet forwards and step your feet back to the center. Well done, everybody. We're going to take a nice big breath in, lift the arms up. Palms come together. As we exhale, fold all the way forwards. Should feel quite nice. Release the crown of the head down and then gently rolling up through the spine. Nice soft flowing movement here. Breath in, lift the arms up. And exhale, we're going to fold all the way forwards again. Beautiful. Just allow the knees to bend if you need to protect your back. And then gently rolling up through the spine again. Really find a lovely connection and a soft flowingness about your movements. Breath in, fingertips touch. Exhale, we're going to fold all the way forwards again. Beautiful. So touching the floor if you can, but don't worry if not. Breath in here, rolling all the way up. Really nice. And come back to your standing pose. Lovely. Take the feet a little bit wider apart. Nice. We're just going to gently take some rotations into the waist here. So allow the arms to come out and just swinging from side to side, easing into any tightness around the ribs, into the diaphragm. Allow the head to follow as well now. Allow it to just become a little bit bigger, this movement. Maybe a bit faster if you feel like it. Stay with your breathing as well, don't forget to breathe. Couple more of these and we're going to come back to the centre. Beautiful. So taking a breath in, we're going to come down onto our bottoms, come to a nice comfortable cross-leg position. Well done everyone. So remembering, anyone who needs to, you can keep the legs out in front if you want to, or bring soles of the feet together. Whatever feels good for you. You can sit on a blanket or a cushion or a block. You can use pillows to prop up your knees, whatever works. So we're going to do a little bit of work into our wrists now. So just bringing the hands out in front of you for a moment. Turn the palms facing upwards and open the hands as much as you can. Lovely. And then I want you to squeeze them up into fists. Ooh, I can really feel that. It's very tight in my joints at the moment. Nice. And then release, opening the palms of the hands. Beautiful. And then again, squeezing up. So I get it particularly in the little fingers. Don't know why that is specifically there. And then opening up. And again, just squeezing into fists. Now turn those fists over and we're going to gently rotate the wrists here. So a little bit of work with the fists closed. Really nice. So just allow a softness into it. Notice how it feels. Notice any particular areas. I've been on my phone too much, I can tell, because I'm getting a little bit of pain here and a little bit of pain there as well. So I need a bit of a phone ban. I can feel it more on one side. Lovely. And then just wriggle those fingers, just really give them a good wriggle. Nice. So we're going to take a hold of the hand on one side and gently press into the heel of your hand. Nice. Find that nice opening into the wrist and then bring it over onto the other side. So again, just a lovely opening. You'll notice we didn't do much with our wrists today in terms of hands and knees and things like that. So a little bit with our downward facing dog. I thought we would show the joints a bit of love today. Really nice. Take a nice breath in, release, give them a really good shake. So shaking is a brilliant thing to do with them. It kind of gets everything moving, gets the blood to the area. Really nice. And then finally a little bit of massage. So taking the hands, squeezing. I want you to start squeezing the muscles around the elbow into the forearm muscles. Maybe turning the hand from side to side as you do so. It just brings some fresh blood again to the area. You can even work with the fingers individually. Okay, so those of you suffering with joint pain in the knuckles, you know, a little bit of work, a little bit of massage into the hand, and finally just shake it off. Come to the other side, a little bit of massage here. So around, up and around the muscles around the elbow if you want to. Into the forearm. Lovely. Fingers. And again, a nice thing to do after you've had a shower you know, when you're all nice and warm, or after you've had a warm bath, and use a little bit of, you know, eucalyptus or lavender oil particularly. I did it last night with lavender oil, just lavender oil and some carrier oil. So again, a little shake through those hands. We'll bring those the hands together, clasp them together, and a nice gentle rolling now of the hands. A little bit of movement into the wrists, into the fingers. Cool, that's really starting to feel better for me now. Lovely. So easing those away, and then see if you can get your mind to go in the other direction. Can be a little bit of a thinker, this one. Jane, my lovely teacher, always says yoga for the mind as well as yoga for the body. Yeah, lovely. And then a final shake. Bring the hands together, really rub them nice and firmly together. Beautiful. We're going to take a breath in here, lift those arms up. They should feel nice and tingly. We're going to hook the thumbs together. Really nice. Lift up tall and draw your shoulders away from your face. Take a breath in here. And then as we exhale, we're going to gently come over to the right. Gentle side stretch. Keep both of your sit bones on the floor. So it's only a little movement. Breath in again and exhale back to the center. Lovely. Inhale and lengthen through those arms. And exhale over to the left side. Find an opening through that right side of the body. Breathe in and come all the way back to the center. Allow the arms to come down. Bring those hands together. We're going to press the arms out, lift up and release. A little bit kind of quicker. So hands to the heart center, pressing out, lifting up and releasing. Beautiful. Hands to the heart center. Stay with your breathing, pressing out, lifting up and releasing. And again, hands to heart, pressing out, lifting up, palms up towards the ceiling and release. Beautiful. Inhale deeply, we lift through the crown of the head. Exhale, turn towards your right knee. So take your left hand towards your right knee in a comfortable way. Lift tall through the spine, nice straight line through the center of the body. Breathe in deeply, and as we breathe out, gently turning the chest. Nice. Breathing in again, and breathing out, gently turning. Beautiful. And one more time, we're going to breathe in deeply, and release. Nice. Come all the way back to the center. Lift yourself up nice and tall, and then as you exhale, we're going to take that over to the other side. So turn gently towards your left knee. Hand can come to the knee, other hand comes behind. Take a breath in, lift through the crown of the head, and exhale, gently turning your chest. So the movement is in what we call the thoracic area, so the chest area. Try not to crank your neck or do anything that's going to cause any problems there. Breathe in, beautiful, and breathe out. Really nice. And again, just breathing in and breathing out as we gently turn. Nice. Come all the way back to the center, and we're going to work with our Sufi circles, because there's such a nice way just to ease into the body. Begin to move in a circular direction with the waist, and really maybe close your eyes and just notice what you can feel. Any tightness anywhere in the body. Breathing in and breathing out. And you might want to go a little bit quicker, seeing as it's the morning. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. Inhale and exhale. And I want you to just stop for a moment and then come back in the other direction. Lovely. So begin to turn in the other direction. Just again finding those lovely circles. You can close the eyes again. Maybe bring the shoulders into it a little bit as well. Beautiful. Oh, feels really nice. So lovely breath in here. We're going to lift up nice and tall, and then bring yourself around to the side, and we're going to come back down onto our backs. Lovely. So take yourself all the way down. Oh, it feels nice. Really just releasing the back down. I want you to come up into a lovely bridge pose again. So we're going to see if we can touch the back of the heels. Draw those shoulder blades in a little bit. Tuck your chin in. Take a nice big breath in here. And then as we exhale, drawing your belly in. So bring your belly button to your spine and begin to roll away from the floor. So lifting the vertebrae up one at a time all the way through until you come up to the top, to where feels comfortable for you. So for some of you that might be the middle of the back. Some of you may want to walk the shoulders in under and come a little bit higher up. Squeeze the muscles of the legs. Breathe in and breathe out. Let go of any tension around your shoulders here. So soften your shoulders and your face. Take a lovely big breath in here and exhale, roll all the way down. Beautiful, really nice. Breath in here and exhale again. One more time, we're going to come into our bridge pose. So pressing firmly into your hands and feet. Lift the hips, squeeze the muscles of the legs. Tuck your chin in a little bit towards your chest. Breathe deeply in. So lovely, long, slow Ujjayi breathing. So those of you familiar with Ujjayi, switch on that almost sound of like the ocean in the back of the throat. So breathing in and breathing out. Using your breath. Feel totally connected to your body. Breathe in and breathe out. Lovely. And then one more lovely big deep breath in here. And as we exhale, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae softly all the way down until we reach the bottom, and then gently picking up those knees, drawing them in. Should feel really lovely. Ah, nice. Gentle rock from side to side. Beautiful. And then we're going to take those feet back down to the floor, bring the arms a little way away from the body. And we're coming into a nice restorative twist. So I want you to take the feet a little bit wider, if you can, rather than having the feet together. Take the feet about hip width, maybe, and even a little bit more. And then allow those knees to softly come down towards the right side and gently look towards your left hand. But softness is the key here. And I want you to let go, let go, let go, let go, let go of all your muscles. Really let go of the hips, the thighs, the knees, the ankles. Let go of the shoulders. Allow the body to kind of creep and move around wherever it wants to. Softening into all of your joints. And using your breath just to relax any more. You might have a little bit of tension held in your glute muscles, in your bottom or around the hip. Let it go, switch it off. Really feel that relief as it goes, as it sinks down into the floor. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. Really lovely. And then we're going to take one more breath in, nice and slow and steady. And then as we breathe out, gently pick up one knee first and then the other. So softly bringing yourself back up. And then I want you to just gently roll across the lower back a little bit, nice and gently. A little bit of massage again into that area. If it feels good for you, maybe tilting the pelvis a little bit to get a bit more of a stretch there. Nice. And then feel nice and kind of lined up through the body. Take those feet a bit wider apart again. And slowly lower your knees down towards the left side. So again, the knees are nice and open and wide. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, looking towards that right hand this time. So softly allow everything to release. Breathe in and breathe out. See if you can switch off anything in the shoulders, anything in the buttocks, anything through the hips. Breathe in and breathe out. You can close your eyes here if you want to. So it's a total body connection, but in a very different way. In a way of just letting go of all those muscles and allowing them to feel a little bit like they're floating.
So almost like imagine that you're in, you know, in a swimming pool, and there's this weightlessness about you. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. One more nice deep breath in here. Nice and slow and steady. And then on the exhale, gently pick up your right knee first. Bring the left one up and bring those feet a little bit closer in. And again, a gentle rock into that lower back. Beautiful. You can draw the knees in if it feels nice. Just allow them to hang heavy. Find a nice softening into the body. Beautiful. One more breath in. And as we exhale, you can take the feet back down to the floor, take the hands to the belly, and just begin to listen to your breath. So notice a gentle inhale and exhale. Notice that gentle rise and fall of the belly. Really connect with your breathing. Know that you've worked your body, know that you've worked softly into your joints, helping to increase your mobility, helping to reduce inflammation in the body. And then we're going to move gently into our Shavasana or relaxation time. So relaxation time is the most important part of the session. So if you are unable to stay for your relaxation, please promise me you'll try and do some a little bit later on where you switch off the body completely, or maybe even re-access the class if you want to. So bring yourself into a comfortable position for your Shavasana. So you may want to be laying on your back with the arms and legs just away from you in corpse pose, or you might want to bring the knees up a little bit and have the knees pressing against each other, the feet out. This gives you a nice flat back, so you can just relax a little bit with your back. You may want to be on your side, maybe with a block or a cushion between your knees. You might want a blanket on you. You may want to just make yourself feel a little bit warmer. Okay, so we're going to just take a moment getting comfortable and warm. And I'm just going to use a gentle relaxation technique before we then have a few moments in silence. So I want you to just be aware of your breath. Listen to your breath and just allow it to slow down. And just feel yourself just sinking down into the floor. Feel the body spreading across the mat. Feel the shoulders as they widen, the whole back widening at the same time that the body is lengthening. Lovely. Allow the earth to support your body. Be aware of that support underneath you. Also be aware of a rainbow of light, an arc of colour, a spectrum of colour across the centre of your body. See the colours clear and bright, and walk into one of the colours, the one that most appeals to you at this moment in time. And be aware that you're responding to this colour. This particular colour has a vibration of healing energy, and just allow this healing to take place whilst you relax. So imagine breathing into the soles of the feet. I relax my feet. Breathe into the calves. I relax my calves. Breathe into the thighs. I relax my thighs. Breathe into the hip joints. I relax my hip joints. Breathe into the belly. I relax my belly. Breathe into the abdomen. I relax my abdomen. Breathe into the chest and open it out. Feel the expansion in your chest, the release, and feel the freedom in your chest and your heart center. Allow the body to breathe. Breathe into the throat.
Relax into the throat. Breathe into the crown of the head. Relax into the crown of the head. Breathe into the base of the spine. Relax into the base of the spine. Breathe into the shoulders. Relax into the shoulders. Breathe into the arms. Relax into the arms. And breathe into your hands. Relax into the hands. Relax and let go of your face. Forehead, the temples, the cheeks, the chin, the jaw, the ears, the mouth. Relax the eyes in pools of darkness. The eyelids become heavy with relaxation. And now the entire body is relaxed. And we're going to spend a few moments in silence, just allowing the body to rest, allowing all of the movements and asana work that we've done to imprint into the body, and just knowing that you're in a safe and supported space. You can relax and let go.
So slowly we're going to begin to deepen our breathing and just begin to bring the awareness back into the room. And just become aware of how your body feels and of how your mind feels. Notice any quietening of the mind that's happened, and notice any release or looseness through the body. Nice. We're going to begin to make some small movements with the fingers and the toes. I'm going to take a little bit longer bringing you around today, and we're going to focus on those joints a little bit. So first we start by just wriggling the fingers and then wriggle the toes. And I want you to think about spreading the fingers and the toes nice and wide as you possibly can. And then pointing and flexing with the feet and rotating into those feet and ankles. So spend a little bit longer than usual, just creating a little bit of rotation through the hands and through the feet. Really nice. And then I want you to press firmly into the heels, toes turn up towards the ceiling, draw the toes towards your face. Really lovely. Bringing the legs a little bit closer together, we're going to take a nice big breath in. And as we exhale, lengthen again through those legs. Really nice. So allow the arms now to move a little bit more, and allow the legs. Release the hands and feet. Let them just relax against the floor. Lovely. So we're going to begin now by just stepping up the foot and then the other foot. So right foot comes up and left foot. And we've got the knees bent now. Just walk those feet out for a moment and take a couple of gentle rolls through the lower back. So little pelvic curls, just drawing the belly in and then releasing. It just helps to warm up the back a little bit. Get things moving before we come back up to seated and before we begin to awaken really from our practice. Take a lovely big breath in here. And then as we exhale, bring palms of the hands together, rub the hands together. Create some heat and some energy through those hands. And then take the hands over the eyes, bathing the eyes in darkness. And we're going to very gently just open the eyes up into the darkness and then spread your fingers so it allows the light to just come in nice and gently. Beautiful. Taking the hands back down to the belly, breathe in and out. Softening into your shoulders and softening into your face. Beautiful. Release the hands down by the side. We're going to draw one knee in first. Bring that knee as close towards the torso as feels comfortable. Lovely. Release the leg. And then pick up the other leg, draw that one in. Nice and tightly. And then release. And then we're going to take both knees in, gentle rock from side to side, and draw gentle circles into your lower back. Take it in one direction and then take it back in the other direction. And then I want you to take a hold of the knees, open the knees as wide as you can, and begin to draw some lovely circles independently with those knees. So we're easing the knees backwards and forwards, almost like a rowing boat action. Full range of movement into your hips. Beautiful. And then take your feet down to the floor, nice and gently come over onto one side. Allow the body to settle and take 2 to 3 nice long breaths here. And then when you feel ready, you can press down into the floor, bring yourself back up to a lovely seated position. Nice, comfortable position. So whichever position suits you. Excuse me. Doesn't have to be cross-legged. You can just have the legs out in front if that feels better. Really lovely. Hands come into the heart center. We're going to inhale, lift those arms up. Lovely. Just allow the hands to hover above the head and then ease one side up and the other side. Gently swaying from one side to the other. Feel a little bit of movement through the waist. Really lovely. One more breath in here
and then bring the palms of the hands together and draw your hands into your heart center. So again, we're going to spend a moment here just focusing on our Sankalpa. So any affirmations that we work with, breathe in and breathe out. Knowing that you can come back to this place anytime. You can come back to a place of quiet, of silence, of relaxation and of breath. Okay, releasing the hands for a moment, rolling the shoulders. And again, just bring those hands into the heart center. We're going to take the hands to the forehead, think kind and loving thoughts about ourselves and about others. We bring it to the lips and we speak with kindness and the truth. And we take it to the heart and we have a kind, open and loving heart. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Oh, so thank you so much. Lovely practice. Really enjoyed that. Hopefully your joints are feeling a little bit looser, and know that you can always come back into the classes and kind of click on them anytime you want to. And the same goes with any of those past classes. I've tried to put a heading on them, so if you go into the group you might be able to search, so yoga for joints or something like that, and you'll be able to possibly find previous classes. I'm looking at putting together one group which is just going to be all the classes without any of the other stuff that's in it. So if any of you are interested in that, let me know, and that will just be all of those. So thank you, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thanks Rachel, and hi Paula, I just saw that you're here. Thank you for a lovely morning everyone. Take good care. I shall be back at the moment on Thursday. I am thinking about possibly putting something together for tomorrow. I'm hoping that my new phone has just arrived, so it depends on how well I can get that working, but I'm really hoping to have a little bit more signature. So take care, and I shall see you, if not tomorrow, on Thursday. Keep your eyes on the group in case something else appears. All right, thank you very much. Take care. Lots of love. Bye bye.